If you love Baltimore sports, you'll love WNST.net.
Sroka, not Sroka, doing his 5 minutes on the Baltimore Sports Media Superstar competition in 3, 2, 1. Good luck.
Welcome to WNST, where we never stop talking Baltimore sports. My name is Matt Sroka, and I'm your temporary host of the airwaves. Today I want to talk about Buck Showalter. Now, Buck Showalter, the manager of our Baltimore Orioles, he's been given a ton of credit for turning the team around. In fact, he is given more credit than I've ever seen a manager given, and I think he cannot get enough credit. I think he deserves every bit of credit that he's gotten, and he deserves even more. And what I want to do in the next 5 or so minutes is I kind of want to talk about and break down why he's been successful. And I'm going to get a little nerdy right now, as I want to cite Kouzes and Posner, who are experts in leadership. And they break it down and that there's 5 traits of a great leader. Every great leader has these 5 traits. And I want to go through these and look at how Buck Showalter kind of personifies each of these 5 traits. So the first one is to model the way. Buck Showalter leads by example. His whole eat, sleep, breathe baseball, which we know that Buck does, but at the same time, he's able to remain loose and kind of has that loose feel, and that rubs off on the other players where they take their baseball seriously, and they're serious about winning in baseball, but they're also able to have a loose clubhouse. And this idea of not getting too high with the highs or lows for the lows. I know we just lost to Chicago, and they're not a very good baseball team, so people are ready to jump off the bridge. But Buck Showalter kind of sets the example of not getting too low with the lows or high with the highs. So he models the way. The second thing that Buck does, he inspires a shared vision. He brought a winning culture to Baltimore. Before he got here, it was a losing culture. And he brought a winning culture to Baltimore. And all the Orioles are really kind of on the same page with this and how they view the team and how they view how they view baseball. And so when you hear someone talk, it's not Buck's vision. It's not Buck saying, here's what we need to do. It's the team's vision. It's the Orioles' vision. They have a shared vision, and they're all kind of going after the same thing. So he models the way, Buck inspires a shared vision, and Buck challenges the process. Just look at some of the moves that Buck has made since he's been here. The signing of Nate McLouth after he got cut from the Pirates, and then not only signing him, but his call up to the majors. He was called up to the majors after he wasn't playing very well at AAA at Norfolk, but he still called him up. He gave him a spot in the field, and Nate McLouth has performed. So he's willing to challenge the process. I mean, the Orioles have filled AAA with a bunch of mediocre veteran guys who have been able to, at different times, contribute and help the major league team. This is not the standard way for doing business throughout baseball. And look at examples like Jim Johnson, Ryan Flaherty. The fact that Buck Showalter sticks with his guys, when I think other managers might say, okay, it's time to move on to someone else, a second base or someone else as a closer role. He sticks with his guys. So he's willing to do different things. He's willing to challenge the process. He's willing to call up Manny Machado after he really had very little to no experience playing third base. He was still willing to call him up in the majors, which it shows he's willing to take some chances. He's willing to challenge the process. So Buck Showalter models the way. He inspires a shared vision. He challenges the process. And the fourth one, which I think is the major one, he enables others to act. We see this with him sticking with Chris Davis at first base, right? And even when Mark Reynolds was there, they got rid of Mark Reynolds, and everyone said, wait, we don't have a first baseman. Chris Davis can't play first. We saw it last year. Chris Davis can't play first. Yet Buck said, no, Chris Davis is my guy. I'm going to put him in there. He's going to play every day. He's going to be our first baseman. And Chris Davis, not only has he had the success offensively, but defensively, I think he's done a really good job this year. And some of that might have, in fact, rubbed off on his offense, the fact that he's in the lineup and in the field each and every day. Enables others to act. Manny Machado, batting second, I thought at the beginning of the year, when I saw Manny Machado batting second, I said, Buck Showalter, you are crazy. Not that I actually talked to Buck Showalter, because I don't talk to Buck Showalter. But I said to myself, you are crazy, Buck Showalter, for starting Manny Machado at hitting second. Like, this is insane, right? He's just coming up, sophomore slump, get ready for it. Yet, putting Manny Machado at second has been a fantastic move. So he enables others to act. And the last one. So we have model the way, inspire to share a vision, challenge the process, enabling others to act, And the fifth one, he encourages the heart. This is something I don't think we see a lot of. I think we see this more behind the scenes. But the fact that throughout the year, Buck Showalter is encouraging the hearts of his players. And you know it by the way they talk about Buck, by the way they look at Buck, and vice versa. By the way Buck talks about his players. You know he loves his players, and the way he looks at his players. The seminal moment for me of kind of Buck's encourage the heart was the playoff game against Texas. After the game, the players are running across the field celebrating, and there you have Buck in the bullpen, arms crossed, kind of standing there looking at his players, almost like a proud father looking at his children. So that whole idea of encouraging the heart, and has become really, a lot of people say, like a father, grandfather figure to a lot of the players. So just to kind of to recap, Buck Showalter, I think the thing that makes him great is he does these 5 things. He models the way. He inspires a shared vision. He challenges the process. He enables others to act on this team, and encourages the heart. And the result of this is you have a team now with chemistry, with great chemistry. And a couple years ago, I would say that chemistry is not as important to a baseball team. But after seeing examples like what happened in Boston last year, or what's happening in California this year, take the Dodgers or take the Angels, chemistry is a really important thing. Just look at the Pirates, who are really having a real successful year. Chemistry becomes so important, and this is something that I don't think you can quantify, but it's become really essential. And it's set, this whole tone, this chemistry is all set by Buck Showalter's leadership qualities. So, again, you've been listening to Matt Sroka. Please follow me on Twitter at Section336. Check out my blog and podcast at Section336.com. Thanks for listening, and as always, go O's.
If you love Baltimore sports, you'll love WNST.net.